Good with you, cuz. Sonia Vaz. Hello. These can be charging whenever I'm not using them. Thank you. We thank you. Yeah, it's been a rough week already. You know, the team taking a few hits. Always something personal going on. But we keep moving. We keep moving. So I just want to get on here and get the record set straight about the Super Bowl halftime shows and whose show was the very best. I know everybody has their own opinion about the show, and I appreciate everybody's opinion, but it don't matter tonight because right now I'm about to break down every Super Bowl halftime show there's been. And I might go deeper into some than I will into others because others just won't require depth. Okay? Some things don't require depth. Some things you can be right on the surface with and have it be all right. And some things you need to dig a little deeper in. You know, sometimes you need to dig a little deeper. So if anybody checking out this on Haps, I appreciate you. Appreciate the folks already in here. It's only 5 of us. We almost got 2 spades games. Spades and a tongue table, you know. I'm sure that number will climb and we'll get to 2 spades games. Maybe we'll get to 3 today. Either way, we're going to get to the bottom of who has had the best Super Bowl halftime show. So, either way, we're going to get the record set straight today because I'm tired of all this bullshit. And I don't give a fuck about nobody's opinion on this because it's not really about an opinionated situation. There has been one show that has stood out above every other show, and we just gonna call it what it is. You know, I believe in changing with the times. I truly do. So we're gonna let that fly tonight. But we're gonna go back in history because we ain't shit without our history. We ain't shit without our history. And we got to go back in history if we really want to get back to today. Everybody says Sundays was the best one ever. Not everybody. A lot of people have said Sunday's show was the best one ever. And at the end of reading all of these shows and who was in them and who did this and who did that, we gonna see whose show was really the best. Okay? We gonna see. Because Sunday's show, to a lot of people, was the greatest Super Bowl halftime show. And I get that. And I'm not going to say anything to dispute that until you show me otherwise. Okay? But we're going to go all the way back to 1967, the first Super Bowl ever, held in the LA Memorial Coliseum. The Super Bowl halftime performer that night was the University of Michigan. I'm sorry. I always want to say, whenever I think of a marching band, I think of University of Michigan. Is there really another marching band out there? Well, there's HBCU marching bands, and that's a whole different type of marching band. That ain't really no marching band. That's a dancing, athletic, agile, performing group of unison. That's not just a marching band. Michigan has a marching band, great marching band, best fight song in the world. But when you go to a HBCU, that's a whole different ball game, okay? So we ain't gonna fuck with no HBCUs tonight. We ain't gonna put them on blast until we gotta put them on blast. And we do have to put some HBCU bands on blast tonight. So appreciate everybody out there in the Half Space, YouTube space, Facebook, Twitter. You know what? And just to let y'all know, we're gonna be moving to fan base. I've done a couple casts on fan base. I've been hit up, and I'm starting to see why Haps is where it's at and why it's going to be what it's going to be. I know where YouTube's at. I know where Facebook is at. I know where Twitter's at. Even though I don't post on Twitter, I get good views on Twitter. It's time to go to fan base. It's time to go home. Musical ensemble. I like that, cuz. Musical ensembles. Putting that in our Republic schooling to use. A music ensemble. I like that. So yes, we're going to be going to fan base. Fan base is something that I think y'all should check out. It is black owned. Fan base is black owned. Isaac Hayes the third, one of the founders of fan base. We need to fuck with it. We need to fuck with it. And they're not pulling content of black people off like everybody else is. Let's just put it out there. I've had my content pulled on Facebook. I've had my content pulled on YouTube. I've had my content pulled on Twitter. Haps is the only motherfuckers that ain't pulled my content. They just put up them little Nas X hearts and fucked up the platform. Other than that, we all good. We all good. Hold on a sec. Hello? No, you do not. God damn it, you done grabbed the wrong Clover. Where you at with Malik? All right, hold on a second. All right. Sorry about that. Um, what's up, B? What's good with you? Free in the house. So, the first Super Bowl, the University of Arizona Symphonic Marching Band was there. Okay, that was the first one. Also, the Grambling State University Marching Band was there. Al Hurt was there. I don't know who Al Hurt is, but he looks like he must have been a singer because he was with one of the bands. Looks like when the Saints were marching in, so maybe he was a singer. I don't know who Al Hurt is. And the Anaheim High School Anna High Steppers drill team and flag girls were there. That was the first Super Bowl halftime show. Nothing much to talk about, so we'll move on. Super Bowl II, Grambling State University's back, and they were the featured performer for Super Bowl II. So good in Super Bowl I, they brought them back. Black, HBCU. Super Bowl III, FAMU, Florida A&M University band. So 3 out of 3 Super Bowls, we got 3 black bands. Seeing the trend here? Super Bowl IV. Went a little big bandish, it looks like. Doc Severinsen, Al Hurt's back. Lionel Hampton, Carol Channing. Southern University, another HBCU band. 4 out of 4 Super Bowls, black colleges performed in the Super Bowls. Seeing the trend here? Okay. Southeast Missouri State in Super Bowl V. Is that a HBCU? Southeast Missouri State? It sounds like a HBCU. We always get all them goddamn directions. Southeast, Northwest, Missouri State, Missionary Baptist College. What are y'all talking about? Sounds yummy. I'm seeing all this shit in my chat, and I'm only seeing part of the sounds yummy. What are y'all talking about? I'm gonna get some Canadian beer and some Crown Royal. Okay. All right, B. Pour me a shot. I think I'm going to make some dressing. Y'all motherfuckers in here on the cooking channel and shit. So, after Super Bowl V, we obviously have Super Bowl VI. Super Bowl VI, salute to Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, Carol Channing, Al Hurt. Who the fuck is Al Hurt? This motherfucker has been in like 3 of the first 6 Super Bowls, and I have no idea who he is. USFA Cadet Chorale and the United States Marine Corps Drill Team, okay? Mac the Nice, sung by Ella Fitzgerald and Al Hurt. Still don't know who the guy is. Super Bowl VII in the LA Coliseum. What, they have them all in the Coliseum? No, they had a couple in New Orleans. Okay. Super Bowl VII, University of Michigan Marching Band. Super Bowl VII, the University of Michigan Marching Band. And they didn't even play the victors. Damn. How do you have the band there and not play the song? Woody Herman and Andy Williams were the singers. Super Bowl VIII, University of Texas Longhorn Band. Julie Mallett, Miss Texas of 1973. On fiddle. Oh, so she was playing fiddle. She wasn't just there as a beauty queen. She actually played the fiddle. Well, of course. Mercer Ellington, a salute to Duke Ellington, and the Grambling State University Band is back. So out of the first 9 Super Bowls, the Grambling State University Marching Band has performed in 3 of them. 33% of the Super Bowls up to Super Bowl IX, all black bands. Well, more than that, because there were other colleges. So over half the Super Bowls so far, black bands. Understanding? Understanding. Okay. The next Super Bowl, Super Bowl X, 200 Years and Just a Baby, a tribute to America's bicentennial. 200 Years and Just a Baby. How about 109 Years After Slavery, a tribute to the biggest detriment in this country? Yeah, Up With People. Yeah, you could have kept that. You could have kept those performers, Up With People. Down with slavery, up with people. You want to talk about 200 years, you want to salute the bicentennial, but you don't want to talk about the 109 years after slavery? You understand there's only 109 years when this country was born. So now you're talking 1976, 1865 was when we got out. But it was still, 89 years before we were up and we were a country. We were a country, and they had people in shackles. Wow. It's not like we didn't know that. It's whatever. Super Bowl 11, it's a small world. Los Angeles Unified All-City Band with the New Mouseketeers and audience card stunt. That had to be some boring shit. Los Angeles Unified All-City Band with the New Mouseketeers and audience card stunt. How do you have a fucking card stunt in the audience? It's 100,000 people in the Rose Bowl. Yeah. Engaging. Okay, next, the theme was From Paris to Paris of America. Whatever. Tyler Apache Bell's drill team, the Apache Band, Pete Fountain, and here goes Al Hurt again. Who the fuck is Al Hurt? This motherfucker had a lock on the Super Bowls. He had a lock. Salute to the Caribbean, Ken Hamilton. Various Caribbean bands, including Grammix out of Dominica. Whatever. Uh-oh. Salute to the big brand era, Up With People performing again, and guess who? Grambling State University. They had them motherfuckers on speed dial. Hey, Grambling, you available? Yep. We'll be on the way. Yep, we got it. Yep. Next one, Mardi Gras. They were either in LA or they were in New Orleans back then. That was it. LA, New Orleans, occasionally Miami. LA, New Orleans, occasionally Miami. Now, this one is a Mardi Gras festival, Southern University, another black band. Are you seeing the theme here? Black people been used for a long time. And guess what? The next one, a salute to the 60s and Motown. Guess who's back? Up With People. And they did a medley of the Twist, Cool Jerk, Monster Mash, Itsy Bitsy, Teeny Weeny, Yellow Polka Dot Bikini, Wipeout, Surfing USA. That was all the white songs, basically. Well, the Twist was a black song, but it was a crossover. Little GTO, Dancing in the Street, Uptight, Everything's All Right. How come y'all just couldn't have all the motherfuckers that sung these songs there? They was all available. Well, most of them. They weren't dead. Shit. All the people were available. Anyways. So, and it was in Detroit. They should have had all the Motown artists there. If the Super Bowl was in Detroit back then, that should have been black folks, the people who created the song. They should have Motown artists there. They did not. They had Up With People. And I still don't know. Up With People is a non-profit organization. What? Whatever. I don't get that. Anyways. So, the next one, the theme was Kaleido Superscope, the Los Angeles Super Drill Team. Sounds exciting. Next, salute to superstars of the silver screen, University of Florida and Florida State University Marching Band. I bet you that was some boring shit after having Grambling there, Southern University, Southeast, West Missouri State, all them motherfucking black bands. Now you're going to have U of F and FSU. Boring ass, tight ass bands. Here's the songs they sung. Hooray for Hollywood, You Ought to Be in Pictures. Stepping Out with My Baby, Putting on the Ritz, 42nd Street, Wishing Upon a Star. Wake the fuck up. Who wants to listen to that shit at the Super Bowl? World of Champions of Dreams, Tops in Blue. Oh, that was the Air Force. I guess they were doing the air show, whatever. Anyway, Beats to the Future, Up With People. Up With People. They did a medley of Born in the USA, The Power of Love, Just Called to Say I Love You. Theme from Footloose. Who sung this shit? Up With People? I guess they did. Okay, whatever. Anyways, salute to Hollywood's 100th anniversary. The world of make-believe. Yeah, and they had all the motherfuckers who were there when Hollywood started. George Burns, Mickey Rooney. Oh, guess who's back? Grambling State University and USC Marching Band, Disney characters, and the Southern California Area High School drill. They love drill teams and shit. I guess that helps fill out the shit on the field. They loved all that shit. Strike Up the Band, Ghost Riders in the Sky, Bonanza, Indiana Jones, Footloose, Hold Down Song, Cheek to Cheek, What a Feeling. Yeah, that was big back then. All that. See, when Kevin Bacon did Footloose, that really brought white folks together. Because they was like, we got a white boy that can dance in a movie. The songs were all sung by black people, except Kenny Loggins. The songs were sung by black people. He loved black music. That's why they didn't like him. They didn't dislike him because he liked to dance. They disliked him because he danced like black people. They didn't like that shit. They didn't like that Kevin Bacon went to that little small-ass town. He was up there dancing the jig. They didn't like that. Getting them white girls all hot and bothered. Yeah. I'm glad he didn't have no weed. Footloose didn't have no weed, right? Because I don't remember it, actually. He didn't have no weed. If he'd had some weed, they'd have killed him. Because they'd have thought he would have been trying to be like black people. You know, black people, they wanted white women to smoke weed and have sex with jazz musicians and shit. Whatever. Jazz musicians must have got a lot of pussy back then. If that was a fucking trope. Smoke weed and have sex with jazz musicians. Why didn't I take up the saxophone? Anyways, Super Bowl 22, Jack Murphy Stadium, California again. It was California. I guess that's the only place that was fucking warm back then too, though. Had Chubby Checker, the Rockettes, 88 grand pianos, the combined San Diego State University Marching Aztecs, California State University Northridge Marching Band, and the USC Marching Band. So Chubby Checker must have did the twist, because that's the only fucking song I ever knew he did. He did the twist, and he said, let's twist again. What was that, the B-side? I don't know. Because I never knew Chubby Checker to make another fucking record other than the twist. Twist, let's twist again, like we did last summer. Chubby Checker was like the original Friday. Yeah, let's twist next Friday, let's twist Friday after next. What the fuck? Can't y'all write another song for Chubby? How you doing all that fucking twisting and stay fat? How the fuck did he do that? 1950s, 50s rock and roll, bebop, bamboozled in 3D. Elvis Presto. A failed attempt to keep Elvis Presley's name alive once again. South Florida area dancers and performers. Introduction by Bob Costas in 3D commercial for Diet Coke. Rock This Town, audience participation, card trick. What's up with the card tricks in the fucking audience? Tutti Frutti, Do You Love Me, Devil in a Blue Dress On, Great Balls of Fire, Grease Lightning, True Love. Whole bunch of motherfucking pedophiles and shit and wife beaters and alcoholics and drug addicts in those songs. Got it. Okay. Next one, we're going to do Super Bowl 24. Salute to New Orleans and 40th anniversary of Peanuts. Pete Fountain, Doug Kershaw, Irma Thomas. I'm sure these were the voices of something. Nicholls State University, that's probably a black college. Southern University, we know that's a black college. And USL, don't know who that is. Is that an HBCU? It's probably an HBCU.
Rhymes Concerto.
Yeah, second largest in Rome. It's probably, no, it says it's a medical school or something. Okay, we'll find out. So anyways, what they play? Upper Lazy River, waiting for the Robert E. Lee. What? They had a song called Waiting for the Robert E. Wasn't Robert E. Lee like a flaming fucking racist? Who the fuck is Robert E. Lee? Is anybody in the chat that can tell me who? I thought Robert E. Lee was a flaming racist. Like he was one of them motherfuckers they tore statues and shit down. Isn't Robert E. Lee a racist? Robert E. Lee? Waiting for the Robert E. Lee, like you're waiting for the bus. Hey, what are you doing? I'm waiting for the number 5. I'm waiting for the Robert E. Lee. Really? When the Saints go marching in. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Next one. Find out, please, about Robert E. Lee. I think he's a fucking flaming racist. Super Bowl 25, a small world tribute to the 25 years of the Super Bowl. New Kids on the Block, Disney characters, Warren Moon. I have no idea why Warren Moon was there. 2,000 local children in the audience. They did another card stunt. Okay. I don't know what all the card tricks and shit are about. But it's a small world. We are the world. Oh, okay. There's some We Are the World. Step by step. Robert E. Lee was a Confederate general. Okay, so he was a fucking racist. Got it. And they were waiting for him. Waiting for the Robert E. Lee. Got it. What was the Robert E. Lee? What the fuck was the Robert E. Lee? Step by Step, New Kids on the Block. This one's for the children, New Kids on the Block, and the children. It's a small world after all. Children. I don't know, whatever. Hey, what's up, Sister Shanna? Shanna Colley's coming in. Shanna's like, she like steals home and shit. She just, you don't know she's in the chat. She don't hear, she just steals home. Here, it's hit you with the information. Super Bowl 26, Winter Magic salute to 1992 Winter Olympics in Minneapolis. Yeah, they were inside. It was cold as fuck outside. Gloria Estefan was there. She's freezing her balls off. Gloria Estefan's from Miami. She don't want to be there. Olympics figure skaters, Brian Boitano, Dorothy Hamill. Was Tanya Harding there? They have Tanya Harding come out. Members of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team and the University of Minnesota marching band. One of the most boring Super Bowl halftime shows, I bet you. I don't give a fuck if Gloria Estefan was there or not. That shit sounds boring as fuck. Sounds boring as fuck. Okay, now, we did all those to start this. Let me go ahead and turn this shit down. Y'all always be like, why is he yelling? That's just me. That's just me. I'm yelling, okay? I'm yelling. And you know, I mean, I'm not really yelling. I talk loud. Y'all don't like it.
Fuck all y'all.
I added that one today. Y'all don't like it?
Fuck all y'all.
I added that one today. So, Super Bowl halftime shows went 26 years. They went 26 years basically on the backs of marching bands. They had the greatest marching band in the world, University of Michigan, there one year, and then they used the fuck out of Grambling State University. I hope they got the bag. Because Grambling State University, by Super Bowl 26, they had fucking been there about 10 times. They were on call. They were on speed dial. Did they perform? Fuck. They don't have the teams up here. But I wonder if Grambling State University performed when Doug Williams and the Washington Redskins played in the, because he went to Grambling, and that would have been a salute to Doug Williams. That's what I care about more about that than anything. Did they bring the Grambling band the night Doug whooped that ass in the Super Bowl? Freedman, goddammit, Freedman. Okay? Let's get it on. Let's get it on. So, up until then, we just had basically some mediocre ass shows. There might have been some shows that were somewhat entertaining, but nothing with what we were about to embark on, okay? I like using that word embark. It makes me sound smart, smarter than I am. So what we were about to embark on. I'm probably gonna have to get up and answer the door soon, so I'll be embarking on answering the door. I'm gonna use that as much as possible today, trying to boost my IQ points. Got it. Let's see, we got anything there? No, we don't have anything there. I don't think we have anything there. All right, so I need people to understand. I'm not saying that these other people weren't worthy to be at the Super Bowl, but until this year that I'm about to talk about, the Super Bowl halftime show was literally the time you went up, got you some more food, went outside, smoked a cigarette, maybe a joint, maybe to the bathroom, snorted some cocaine. You didn't do crack back then, because what was it, night? Oh yeah, y'all was doing crack back then, 1992. Oh yeah, wherever y'all smoked crack in 92 and back, that's where y'all went. And then, you know, drinking was prevalent, so there was no problem with drinking. But yeah, now, this year here was the year that anybody that did any type of illicit substances, you got it all done in the second quarter. Fuck the game. I don't even remember the game this night, but I remember who performed this night, because I watched it like this. That's the way I watched this motherfucking show. Okay? So Super Bowl 26 had Gloria Estefan, Olympic figure skaters, Brian Boitano, and Dorothy Hamill, not pitcher Tanya Harding, and members of the 1980 U.S. Olympic hockey team, and the University of Minnesota marching band. These were the only motherfuckers they could get to go to Minnesota back then. It was January 26th. Cold as fuck. Probably one of the worst Super Bowls ever. Because you know you hang out during Super Bowl week. You can't hang out in Minneapolis January 26th. It's so fucking cold. So that was an indoor Super Bowl, and it was indoor partying, a lot of it. But the next year, January 31st, happy birthday, Grandma. 1993. Okay? 1993. Y'all don't think I'm crazy. I remember this day. Obviously, it was my grandmother's birthday, but I was running a little restaurant downtown that my family knows about. It's in town. We closed that early that night. Sundays, we always closed earlier than the normal Friday or Saturday, but we always closed earlier than normal through the week because the orders would stop. They would just shut down. So January 31st, there were 2 orders that made sense. All the shit that everybody wanted, because at that time I was living with Kev. We had a spot over in Mill Creek, and my grandmother's birthday catfish dinner. That's all she ever ate was catfish. Catfish dinner. Took her a catfish dinner, wished her happy birthday, went back to the shop, shut it down, got everything, went to the crib. I remember this. And amongst the fellas, I don't give a fuck. Amongst the fellas, I was like this, watching this halftime show. Because you got to understand, 10 years earlier, he had killed the world with the dance we had seen, with the step we had seen. Black people weren't, they weren't like oblivious to the moonwalk. So the moonwalk wasn't new to us, but it blew America's mind by seeing him do the moonwalk on Motown 25. But here we go. Now we're in the Super Bowl, so everybody's going to get to see the moonwalk again. It was like he did the moonwalk like every 10 years and just blew America's mind. Anyways, we had been seeing the moonwalk. But Michael Jackson took over Super Bowl 27's halftime show forever. He set the standard now for, if anybody comes to Super Bowl, now they got to go against Michael Jackson's legacy. And he didn't just fucking come and do like medleys. He sang songs. He sang his songs and he danced and then he dropped. It was over. He did Jam, Billie Jean, Black or White, We Are the World, Heal the World. So he made everybody feel good, made them dance, made them think, made them cry, made bitches faint. And then he left. That was it. That pose that he had, that pose that he just stood still and just stood there and everybody went fucking nuts. Y'all remember that shit. Got to keep it going though. Got to keep it going. Hell, we just halfway through the motherfuckers. So he set the standard. Before that, there was no standard for Super Bowl shows. They just had to know if Grambling was available and they were going to be able to get Al Hurt. That's the only thing the Super Bowl fucking committee was about. Is Al available and is Grambling available? Okay, we got a show. Let's go. Let's build around that. Now Michael Jackson done came in there with a full fucking production. Now everybody's got to step up after that, okay? The next year they were in the country. They was down in Georgia. So they said, we're going to get us a country Sunday. Michael came in here and rocked it out in L.A. But now we down in Georgia, so we're going to do our thing. They got Clint Black, Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, the Judds. And they sung their hits. Tuck It Out a Little Too Late, Trouble, No One Else on Earth, Love Can Build a Bridge. Good show, good country show. Can't say anything bad about it. Y'all know where I was at with the country music and radio and shit like that. Irish Cowboy, I'll still fuck with you out here, baby. Indiana Jones was the theme next year. Patti LaBelle was on this. Indiana Jones and Marion Ravenwood, Teddy Pendergrass, Tony Bennett, Arturo Sandoval, and the Miami Sound Machine. So Gloria Estefan was there again. They don't have a listing for what Teddy sung, though. That's what confused me. They said Teddy Pendergrass was there, but did they just have him sitting there like in the wheelchair and they didn't give him a mic? Why didn't Teddy sing? Why does he not have a sound credit? Release Yourself, Patti LaBelle, Caravan, Tony Bennett, New Attitude, Patti LaBelle, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Patti LaBelle, Tony Bennett. I don't know, man. I don't know. Gave Teddy Pendergrass a performer credit, but it doesn't give him a song credit, so I don't know. Next year, it was in Arizona. Diana Ross, Take Me Higher, celebration of 30 years of the Super Bowl. Had Diana Ross in there. She did a medley. You know, Diana don't sing none of her songs all the way through anymore. None of them. She give you about 12 seconds of that bitch. I'm on to the next one. Stop. In the name of love, you keep me hanging on. Baby love, you can't hurry love. That's the way she sings that shit. And she's done in about 40 seconds. They give Diana Ross $1 million to sing like 45 songs in 2 minutes. And she does that shit. So she sung, you know, Stop in the Name of Love, You Keep Me. I was singing the songs as it was going. That's why I was going like that. I just don't know that many Supreme songs in my fucking life. You Can't Hurry Love, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, Chain Reaction, Reach Out and Touch Someone. Oh my God. If I ever hear that fucking song again, sung by her, Jesus. Ain't No Mountain High Enough. I've never liked her singing that song. That's Marvin and Tammy's song. She should have never touched it. I Will Survive. I know Gloria Gaynor was pissed. They could have got Gloria Gaynor to sing this song. It was only 1996. She was still around, if I'm not mistaken. She might be still around now. Take Me Higher. I don't even know what song that is. Anyways. Yeah. How you gonna have somebody sing one of the classics of all time, I Will Survive, and, you know, Gloria Gaynor's got a voice. Diana is a whispery motherfucker. You can't have her singing that song, I Will Survive. I don't want to sing and hear all that. We need that full voice. We need Gloria Gaynor singing that. Next year, we're back in New Orleans. Blues Brothers Bash. The Blues Brothers Bash, Dan Aykroyd, John Goodman, and Jim Belushi. John Belushi's dead now. So, you know, the legacy couldn't die because there was still a bag out there. You notice how white people can figure out how to get that bag? They brought in his brother, and then they brought in the guy who replaced him, John Goodman, and got the bag. Now, it's the Blues Brothers Bash. ZZ Top is there, James Brown is there, Catherine Cryer is there. Ray Charles, I believe, is dead now, right? I believe he's dead. Everybody Needs Someone to Love, Blues Brothers, Soul Man, Blues Brothers, I Got You, I Feel Good, James Brown. Get Up, Feel Like a Sex Machine, James Brown. Tush, Legs, ZZ Top, and all the performers together, Give Me Some Lovin'. Okay? Y'all do notice that mostly black performers have performed in these Super Bowls, right? Okay, just letting y'all know, if you haven't paid any attention. And just in case you haven't paid any attention, the next year, Super Bowl 32, guess who was back? Grambling State Marching Band. Doesn't matter about anybody else, right? Because Grambling was there, we already know the shit's gonna be tight. Salute to Motown's 40th anniversary. Boyz II Men, Smokey Robinson, Martha Reeves, Temptations, Queen Latifah, no Michael Jackson, Marvin's dead, Diana Ross didn't come back. She had just performed 2 years. She wouldn't come back. She didn't want to perform with none of them. Then they had the Temptations. I don't know what rotation they were in at 98. Yeah, they were. Oh, that was with Barrington and them. They was probably still sounding pretty good. They got a little whack after Barrington left. They can't figure out who the fuck they want to sing lead except Ron. Ron's still living or he died? I think it might be just down to fucking Otis now. Get Ready, Can't Help Myself, Tracking My Tears, My Girl, Heat Wave, Paper. Queen Latifah sung a song called Paper. I don't know what that one is. Motown Philly, A Song for Mama. Oh, Soul Food must have been out. Song for Mama. Why would you bring it all the way down there? Dancing in the Street, all the artists joined by the Grambling State University Band. All right, next year, we're back in Miami, and you know who they had to call? Gloria Estefan, celebration of soul, salsa, and swing. They was like, oh, we're going to bring everybody together. Go Daddy-O, Sir Duke, You Are the Sunshine of My Life. I Wish, Oi, Turn the Beat Around, You'll Be Mine, Party Time, Another Star, My Cherie Amour. So you had Gloria Estefan, Stevie Wonder, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, and Savion Glover. He was a tap dancing dude. I mean, he looked good and shit, but you really can't hear the motherfucker tap at the Super Bowl. I mean, he just, kind of looks like he's having a fit. But anyways, so now we get out of the 90s. We are into the new millennium. We are back in the Georgia Dome. Tapestry of Nations. No idea what that fucking means. We're not going to stay long. Don't worry about it. Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, not Julio Iglesias, Enrique Iglesias, Tony Braxton, 80-person choir, Georgia State University, Edward James Olmos. What the fuck was he doing there? Oh, he's the narrator. I was going to say, he can't sing. Reflections of Earth, Celebrations, Futures of the World, Tapestry of Nations, Two Worlds. Why didn't they have Phil Collins do In the Air Tonight? That was a failed fucking Super Bowl show if Phil Collins does not do In the Air Tonight. And then they had Tony Braxton, We Go On, don't even know the song. Go on, just go on. Raymond James Stadium, back in Florida again. The Kings of Rock and Pop. I hate when they do shit like this. This is when they start doing them fucking mashups. Well, really, it was kind of the year before they started doing mashups that didn't make sense. Phil Collins, Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias, and Tony Braxton. 4 motherfuckers who just aren't going to get along on stage. Now you've got Aerosmith and NSYNC. Special guests, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly. Talking about a concert that nobody wants to see. Chris Rock, Ben Stiller, Adam Sandler, and Aerosmith all did a pre-recorded sketch. Then Bye 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 by NSYNC. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, Aerosmith, It's Gonna Be Me. NSYNC. Jaded by Aerosmith, Walk This Way. How you gonna have fucking Walk This Way with Aerosmith, NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly? How about Aerosmith and Run DMC and let's say fuck it? Let's just say fuck it. That's who made the song. Just have Aerosmith and Run DMC. Why the fuck do I want NSYNC, Britney Spears, Mary J. Blige, and Nelly to fuck up a classic? It's a classic. Now you're gonna turn it into a pop song. Gotcha. Back in New Orleans again, tribute to those killed in the September 11th attacks. Yeah, I remember this one. I remember this. U2, everybody was crying and all that shit. Beautiful Day, MLK, Where the Streets Have No Name. Qualcomm Stadium next year in San Diego. Sting, Stinky Sting. He was a special guest of Shania Twain and No Doubt. Man, I Feel Like a Woman, Shania Twain. Up by Shania Twain. Just a Girl, No Doubt. Message in a Bottle, Sting with No Doubt. They could have kept all that shit and just had Sting do Message in a Bottle, and I'd have been straight. It's the long version. Reliance Stadium, Houston, Texas. Choose or Lose. Jessica Simpson, Janet Jackson, P. Diddy, Nelly, Kid Rock, Justin Timberlake. Let's see some titties. This is Tittygate right here. February 1st, 2004. This is where Janet showed everybody what she was made of. She was made of it. The Way You Move, I don't know if that's the Outkast, The Way You Move, but anyway, All For You, Bad Boy for Life, Diddy to the tune of Mickey, P. Diddy, Hiding Her, Nelly, More Money, More Problems, Biggie Smalls, Diddy just grifted on it that night, Baratwaba, Kid Rock, Cowboy, Kid Rock. These mashups, it didn't make sense. Jessica Simpson, Janet Jackson, P. Diddy, Nelly, Kid Rock, and Justin. Who wants to see this? You're not going to pull all these people together at a concert venue. Nobody wants to see these motherfuckers all together. Sorry. Doesn't work that way. It was an MTV produced thing, so they did the whole spectrum thing. Diversity and inclusion didn't work then, didn't work. Doesn't work now. Alltel Stadium next year, Paul McCartney. Paul's like, I don't need nobody else. He's like, I don't need nobody else here. It's just me, motherfuckers. Paul came, Drive My Car, Get Back, Live and Let Die, and Hey Jude. There you go. They must have, he can't sing the Beatles songs because Michael owned them. Michael probably wouldn't let Paul sing them shits. He's like, Paul, don't sing the Beatles shit. I will sue you. Paul, you better sing your own shit or I'll buy that catalog too, motherfucker. Sorry, I keep looking back because I know somebody's got to show up and I got to open the door. Paul, don't fucking sing the Beatles song, Paul. Special day, 35th birthday, 2005. So I don't quite remember this birthday. Don't remember this birthday, don't remember the Super Bowl. Next year, I remember the Rolling Stones performed next year. Okay. Super Bowl 40. We already know where that was at. Super Bowl 40. You know, made a little money that year. I didn't bet. I just knew the Super Bowl was coming to Detroit, and I kind of knew how to hustle it. Start Me Up, Rough Justice, and Can't Get No Satisfaction. That was by the Rolling Stones. That's who performed at the Detroit Super Bowl. No Motown artist. The Rolling Stones. I mean, I know the Rolling Stones, legendary, all that, but Ford Field is like 5 minutes from Motown Records. Why the fuck weren't Motown artists singing there? I'm sorry. Rolling Stones, pass on that, dog. This is Motown. I beat to this, and they beat to that. Next year, Dolphin Stadium, Super Bowl 41. I tell you, there's memes about it, and the memes are true. You know when the memes are true, they shake a lot of motherfuckers. They shouldn't shake you now, cause he ain't here no more. He ain't here no more, so he shouldn't shake. But he had a lot of motherfuckers shaking when he was around. This motherfucker can walk up to you and look you up in the face, because he ain't gonna look you eye to eye. He's gonna look you up in the face with some 6-inch heels on, his ass out in some pants. He ain't got no shirt on, and his hair is fried better than your woman's. That little motherfucker from Minneapolis? I don't know why he didn't do the motherfucker in Minneapolis. I was pissed when they was in Minneapolis and they just didn't go next door and get Prince. We ain't gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about this night though. This motherfucker came in to Dolphin Stadium, February 4th, 2007. Special guest, the Florida A&M marching band. He could have used the University of Miami marching band, but he said, no, bring me a black marching band. That was Prince. Prince Rogers Nelson was woke. Don't let that Jehovah's Witness shit fool you. He clapped back, motherfucker. Okay, I gotta get to dough. Hold on. All right, so I'm still talking about the purple one. February 4th, 2007, Dolphin Stadium, Miami Gardens, Florida. Prince and a Florida A&M University marching band, FAMU. He came in, he did We Will Rock You. Then he did Let's Go Crazy, Baby I'm a Star, Proud Mary, 1999. All along the Watchtower. The Watchtower, ain't that like some Jehovah's Witness shit? Best of You, and then Purple Rain. Now, the crazy thing about this whole show was Prince was a huge sports fan. Everybody always act like Prince was weird and shit, but he loved sports. He was a hooper. He used to fucking drop motherfuckers, like literally. Back in the day, he said he could break ankles and shit. And if you've seen Dave Chappelle, supposedly that shit was like half true. Anyways, this motherfucker sung those hits, and I have no idea how he did it, but his show lined up with the planet that night. Because as he closed his set and he sung Purple Rain, it started raining. How the fuck did Prince do that? Prince did some magical shit in his life. The fact that he wore fucking stilettos with pants ass out and no shirts and hair fried and still took bitches from men, that's great. But how did he do the Purple Rain shit? Outdoors, raining, Purple Rain. He's singing Purple Rain. That's some of the greatest shit ever. The planets lined up, motherfucker. They lined up that night. And after they lined up that night, the next year, they went and got Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Yeah, they lined up, and then they said, okay, you know what? You brought out Prince, you done brought out Michael, he fucked up the world. Now Prince done fucked up the world. We'll be back. That's what they did. They're like, we'll be back next year. And they brought back Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Tom Petty, I loved him when he was here. Hey, I grew up on Tom Petty shit. American Girl, come on now, forget about it. Fast Times at Ridgemont High and every other fucking teenage movie back in the day. I Won't Back Down, Free Fallin'. That's like one of the greatest get high songs back in the day. Running Down a Dream. Great show there. Next show, they brought Bruce in. I know a lot of black people don't fuck with Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, but after seeing that interview with him and Barack, y'all fuck with Bruce more than you fuck with Barack. Bruce blacker than Barack. That's fucked up. He did 10th Avenue Freeze Out, Born to Run, Working on a Dream, and Glory Days. Bruce said, fuck y'all, I'm not singing Born in the USA, you bitches. I've sang that shit for the last 40 years. I hate that fucking song. And he didn't sing it. Next year, back in Miami, Sun Life Stadium, The Who. Pinball Wizard, Baba O'Reilly, Who Are You? See Me, Feel Me, Won't Get Fooled Again. The Who. They brought back like heavy hitters. After Prince, after Michael had fucked up, they were like, we got to bring back the heavy hitters. But they hadn't thought about this shit before Michael. It was marching band university. Until Michael set the standard for, I did all this to do this. Until Michael set the standard for halftime shows, white people didn't bring out their best until they saw black people's best. And even when they saw black people's best, the influence for fucking Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Bruce Springsteen, The Who, the Rolling Stone, who the fuck do you think the influence was? Muddy Waters, Lil Jimmy, Howlin' Wolf, anybody singing the blues, they were all motherfucking motivators to these guys. Next year, headliners, the Black Eyed Peas. They brought in Usher, Slash, and the Dallas-Fort Worth area high school drill team. God damn, why do they love drill team so much at the Super Bowl? I guess because of the whole dancing thing. Black Eyed Peas came out, did their thing. I Got a Feeling, Boom, Boom, Pow, Sweet Child of Mine by Slash and Fergie. Not, whatchamacallit, Axl Rose. I think Axl was a little fucked up in the game in 2011. Yeah. This is another one of those Super Bowls that fell on my birthday again. I don't really remember it. 2011. Oh, 2011. Oh, I do remember this one in 2011. I was on a cruise ship. Real shit. I do remember my birthday falling on the Super Bowl. Yeah, I was on a cruise ship then. Sure was. Yeah, without my kids, I didn't like that shit. But that was the way my ex-wife, that ratchet ass, balled up, homework, stomach ass bitch, stinking ass hoe. That's what she did. She didn't like vacationing with kids. Because she didn't like taking care of kids. That's why she blew our family up. I hope anybody that knows that stinking ass bitch, tell her I said die today, please. Just so I can get a call. And so they can ask me my whereabouts. Because I'm a suspect. If she dies suddenly, I'm a suspect. Because everybody knows I didn't say shit. Greasy shit about her monkey ass. But I just wanted her to stop breathing. Just a little bit. Just stop breathing and then just never start again. Pump It by Black Eyed Peas. Let's get it started. Oh my God. Usher and will.i.am. Where is the Love? And The Time. I don't know what that is. Anyways. So yeah, that was their shit. Then next year, they brought out the biggest of the big for the chicks. They brought out Madonna. Okay? And Madonna had a fucking show because she was going to do that Vogue shit. So she had LMFAO, Cirque du Soleil, whatever. Nicki Minaj, MIA, CeeLo Green, Andy Lewis, Avon High School Drumline, Center Grove High School Drumline, Fisher High School Drumline, Franklin Central High School Drumline, Southern University. I knew they was going to get some niggas out there again. They love the black bands. This time they had the Dancing Dolls. 200 persons choir consisting of Indianapolis locals. Nice. I like that. She did Vogue, music, party rock anthem, Sexy and You Know It. Give Me All Your Lovin'. She did that with Nicki Minaj and MIA. Don't remember it. It's probably forgettable. Open Your Heart, Express Yourself, and Like a Prayer. That was good with CeeLo Green. I remember she did Like a Prayer with CeeLo Green. CeeLo's got that versatility and shit. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, 2013. Beyonce, special guest, Destiny's Child. That's an insult. I would have said Destiny's Child, special guest, Beyonce, because Beyonce was the special guest at that time. And if there had been no Destiny's Child, there'd be no Beyonce. That's fucked up. Run the World, Vince Lombardi, whatever. Love on Top, Crazy in Love, End of Time, Baby Boy, Bootylicious, Independent Woman, Single Ladies, Halo. Yeah, it was Beyonce's show, but it really was Destiny's Child. Fuck all that. Anyways, next year, Bruno Mars, special guest, Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know, he had made it, and they got him up there, but he still hadn't had all them hits that he had later on. But it was Billionaire, Locked Out of Heaven, Treasure, Runaway Baby, Give It Away, Just the Way You Are, whatever. Katy Perry next year, Lenny Kravitz, Missy Elliott, Arizona State University Sun Devil Marching Band. I don't know any Katy Perry songs that I like, so I'm not going to talk about them. We'll move on. Coldplay had Beyonce as a special guest, Bruno Mars, Mark Ronson, Gustavo Dudamel, I don't know who that is, University of California Marching Band, Youth Orchestra of LA. Any of those songs that I remember? I don't remember any of that. No, I don't. Okay, whatever. And so we got 2017 Lady Gaga. Once again, I don't know any Lady Gaga songs really, you know, but she did Poker Face, Born This Way, Telephone, Just Dance, Million Reasons, Bad Romance. She also did God Bless America, This Land Is Your Land. I don't know why she did that in the middle of the show, but anyways. So this is where I wanted to get to. I was rushing by all the motherfuckers because I want to take a little time on this bitch. I rushed through those other ones because I want to take a little time on this bitch. Because 14 years later, after Tittygate, they gave that fucker, Justin Timberlake, another chance. It was in Minneapolis again. It was in Minneapolis. And they gave him an opportunity to come back to the Super Bowl. Never gave Janet Jackson another chance to come back. I mean, she showed y'all her titties, and y'all didn't come back with her, but you came back with Justin. He brought in the Tennessee Kids and the University of Minnesota Marching Band. Filthy, Rock Your Body, Senorita, Sexy Back, My I Love, Cry Me a River, Suit and Tie, To the End of Time, I Would Die for You, pre-recorded video of Prince displayed on the projection screen with Justin Timberlake, Mirrors, and Can't Stop the Feeling. Now, personally, I thought that Prince said he didn't like this performance. Or was Prince dead by now? Was Prince dead by now? And people in Prince's family said they didn't like it. Was he dead in 18? I don't know when he died. But they said that this was not in agreement with the Prince camp, or maybe just wasn't in agreement with the Purple people. Because if you like Prince and you didn't like Justin Timberlake, this was a reason not to like him even more. So I can't remember when Prince died. Did he die before 18? Can't remember. Travis Scott next year, Big Boy, and the Georgia State Marching Band. Now, wasn't this when everybody wasn't supposed to do the Super Bowl, and then Big Boy did it, Travis Scott did it, Georgia State University Marching Band did it? They were like, don't do that show, and then they did that show, and then everybody was like, oh man, shouldn't have did that show, but nothing ever came of it, because we don't stay on code, but it's okay. Hard Rock Stadium, Shakira, Jennifer Lopez. This is Super Bowl 50, what is this, 54? Okay. Shakira, oh, this is where they got naked. Yeah, they was looking like some yamps out there. Shakira and Jennifer Lopez, they was out there twerking and shit. Didn't catch a lot of heat for it because it's Shakira and Jennifer Lopez. But anyways, they had songs like Dare, She Wolf, Cashmere, I Like It, Jenny from the Block, Get Right, Waiting for Tonight, Booty. I didn't know the name of the song was called Booty. Love Don't Cost a Thing, On the Floor, Let's Get Loud, Born in the USA. Why'd they have to state that? Bruce didn't state that. Was Bruce there? Bruce wasn't even there. Why y'all singing Bruce's song? He didn't even sing his song when he came there. And then Waka Waka, This Time for Africa. What the fuck is that about? Waka Waka. I don't like that at all. Were they mocking Africans? I don't know. This is a really indifferent show. I remember people had a problem kind of with this show. Maybe it was just because them old chicks was just half naked and shit. But anyway, I guess Jay-Z had something to do with it. Said he's a producer of this. Anyways, the next show was The Weeknd, that weird fucker. He came out there with all the bandages or something, I think, on. Was that him doing all that shit? The mask and all that shit? Call Out My Name, Starboy, The Hills, Can't Feel My Face, Yeah, because he had the bandages and shit on it. Feel It Coming, Save Your Tears, Earned It, House of Balloons. I don't know any Weeknd songs, and I wish he'd just add the N back to his name, E back to his name, and just go away. Anyways, this year, hey, we had Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Mary J. Blige, and 50 Cent. Now, Kendrick Lamar was there, even though he shouldn't have been, so I'm not going to talk about Kendrick, because I actually like Kendrick. I just don't believe he was on the right stage that night. He should have been like on that, you know, I do the BET Awards and he performed outside and shit at the stadium. Had Kendrick do a show outside the stadium. He shouldn't have been with Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and 50 Cent. He shouldn't have been with them. I think he's deserving to be on the stage. It's just, that was supposed to be old school. That was supposed to be old school, and it wasn't. Anderson .Paak on the Skins, fucking it up. Did people catch Anderson .Paak? Did y'all catch Anderson .Paak that night? I mean, Anderson .Paak was doing his thing, and he was low-key as fuck, you know, but he played Eminem's set, and then he was doing the other shit, but they, you know, they zoomed in on him. I was like, hey, that's Anderson. Not like I know him and shit. The next episode, California Love in the Club, Family Affair, No More Drama. What did she fall out on? Mary J fell down when she laid down. Mad City, All Right. I don't know. And they did Forgot About Dre. I got to go back and look at that. I think I must have stepped away for a second. I don't even remember that. Lose Yourself. Dre did the little reprise of the I Ain't Mad at You. And still Dre with everybody on stage. So, I mean, the all-time greatest show. I ain't going to stay here all night. Yeah, I saw him on the drum. Yep, Anderson, you saw him on the drum. The all-time greatest show, I've already kind of talked it up. I mean, I think ridiculously of Michael's show. And I think some other shows like were ridiculous, but the planets lined up when Prince was on. The planets lined up. I mean, the motherfucker literally had it rain when he sung Purple Rain. That can't be any more perfect. I don't care what you say. I know motherfuckers don't like me because I'm a little bit rough around the edges. I'm not going to give you those smooth, mellow sounds that you catch on other people's casts, but what I will give you is the fucking unadulterated truth. And I know goddamn well that if anybody tries to say that this year's show, just because of nostalgia's sake, is better than Prince's show, you're fucking on crack. I get it. Took us back. Some memories, all kinds of shit. This is in my baby making years and shit. That Chronic album, and this is all the hip hop and shit. And it was cute. But then you had your Jodeci, the R&B. Mary was in there. Obviously, she was getting beat up by KC back then. All that shit. I fucked with it. That's why Kendrick didn't belong there. It took me back, and then I was like, oh, why I gotta fuck with Kendrick? Kendrick wasn't around when I was going through these stages here. These trials and tribulations when I was getting my car keyed, getting my window blown out of my fucking Jeep and shit. Having people hang off my fucking hood. I was in some stellar relationships in my 20s. Got it. But I ain't ignored the track. I just been on my shit. Brother Kevin, Brother Emmanuel, I said Tony D earlier. I know Free's in here. Sister Shannon came with the ism earlier. But I tell you, the best motherfucking show ever, and anybody can say what they want to say, was Prince. It was Prince. He didn't even sing my favorite song. He didn't sing my favorite song, and I still gave him the shit. Just because the planets lined up with Purple Rain. Flat out. Flat out. If the planets hadn't lined up with Purple Rain, it could have been a toss-up between him and Mike. Could have been a toss-up between him and Mike. If he got up there and tried to do like, Prince would get on stage and have an attitude and shit and do like a whole fucking unplugged set. If he had got to the Super Bowl, I'm like, I don't feel like playing tonight, and just did some weird shit, then Michael could have taken him over. But Prince did everything, I think, properly. I think he did everything properly. And I don't know how he fucking got it to rain on his last set. I mean, did they know it was going to really rain? Was there a chance? Because nobody talked about the shit. And it just started raining. It just started fucking raining when this motherfucker's singing Purple Rain. And I can tell you, I mean, Prince by then, he doesn't settle down. He was with that last wife, I think. But if it was early, if it was in the 80s, when Purple Rain first came out, dog, you should have been holding your girl's hand if he was singing that shit. Because she walking to the stage, bro, and she may not come back. She may not come back. Sorry for the vocals. I don't usually have vocals in my shit. So let me go ahead and just cut it off because I really don't need it no more. The bed's done. But yeah, Prince's show was the best show in Super Bowl history, halftime show history. But he didn't play my favorite song. So I'm going to end this motherfucker because I only got up here to do the show. I'm not going to talk about anything else. When I get back on this motherfucker again, I'm going to talk about something else. But right now, I want to talk about my favorite Prince song. See if I can find the 12-inch. Yep, I got the 12-inch up. So the 12-inch version of this song just has a little bit longer guitar solo and in the front and the back. But if he had played this song, I wouldn't even put anybody else in the running. Maybe Mike. I'm not going to never dismiss Mike. But this is for anybody who is a Prince fan first. This is for the P1s. This is for you purple motherfuckers. But I appreciate anybody that's checked out this shit on Haps, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and anybody that's going to share it. Because the history of the Super Bowl halftime show, I've never heard talked about. I do original casts. See, I am a content creator. I am not just a content caster. You ain't never heard nobody do the history of the Super Bowl halftime shows. Now you have. Had a convo about it a couple nights ago, see? I didn't even know nothing about that convo because you didn't even talk to me about it. See? You can't call nobody. But it's all good. I'm going to get the fuck up out of here because I got one or two things I need to do. And, man, I did a thing today. What the fuck? I did a thing today. It's kind of got me in some different space. But the motherfuckers have been perfect so far. They've been perfect. I'm not even a brand guy. Y'all know I ain't no brand guy. But these motherfuckers here, so far so fucking good. I'll probably go deaf wearing them, but so far so good. But y'all be good out here tonight. I might get back on this motherfucker. You know, I don't know exactly how the rest of this evening is going to foil just based on what the fuck I have to do. So whatever I have to do. Who was he singing? He was singing She's Always in My Hair with a Girl. Or maybe she was just dancing on him. Okay, and then D'Angelo did the song. I like D'Angelo's version, actually. I do like D'Angelo's version. I'm going to listen to his version after I listen to the Prince version, but that's what we're going to go out to. Fair use, disclaimer 107, I am not trying to make money off this song, YouTube. Do not give me a motherfucking strike, you bitches. Okay? Y'all know goddamn well I'm not trying to make any money off this song. I have fucking put this song on other casts, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. It just comes there because the post just comes there. So, fair use. I'm playing the fucking song. No, not high enough. Not high enough. Really? Hold on a second. We're going to get this right. If I'm going to go out with a bang and get a strike, because I know YouTube, them bitches be on some shit. Let me go on and get my strike for real. I better not get a fucking strike. They know goddamn well I'm not trying to make any money off this bitch.